everybody. Okay, I went hog wild on the Essential Depot internet page and bought me some of the big bottles, and we are decanting it because they don't fit in there, guys. And all the shelves down here are pretty much designated, you know, every compartment in here is designated, ain't it, Meggers? Yeah, we just don't have a place for it. So, if I could put it on my soap curing rack, but then I'd be moving them all the time to put the soap on there. So anyway, so I'm decanting, and I don't like measuring out of these things. The hole's too big. It's hard. I'm a tablespoon girl. I measure by tablespoon. So anyway. But the first thing we're gonna do, I know that my Facebook friends, my band of soapers, are watching. And so the first thing we're gonna do, and we're gonna talk about how much money I saved buying in the big containers, okay? But first thing I want to do is I got to get an ounce, because this week's winner won an ounce of Essential Depot's organic unrefined cocoa butter. And a lot of y'all guys are very much not into microwaves. I was born in the microwave generation, folks. We use the microwave. How about you, Meggers? Aren't you just glad to have a microwave? I'm just glad to have one of those things, but there's all these people who are very concerned with the damage that microwaves do to your oils. And so, Meggers, do you remember where the cutting board is?
It's right here.
Look at her. She knows where stuff is. There we go. Okay, so I have got to get an ounce off this big block without microwaving, and so that I can mail it. And you got a little bit more to go here. All right, 1 ounce. Okay, that is this week's winner's prize, an ounce, and this stuff goes so a long way. I tried putting a ½ ounce of this in my soap as a super fat, and this stuff is oily. It's awesome for the skin, it's awesome for your body, but I found it too heavy, and so but I do put it in some of my, for extremely dry skin people. But if you, I use olive oil, shea butter, coconut oil. But if you just use the shea butter and the coconut oil by itself and didn't, add all those other oils in there, it works great. But when I add the olive oil, the shea butter, the coconut oil, and the cocoa butter, I found it to be too heavy for my hair. Now for your skin it was great, but for my hair, and I wash my hair with my soap, and all my customers wash their hair with my soap, and so I found it, my hair wasn't, it just wanted to go real flat on me, and I got thin hair. So anyway, so that's that part of our prize. And so now, oh, and by the way, guys, this Taylor scale that I got at Walmart, it has to be on a level surface, or you can give up getting exact measurements. So we're having to find out where all the level places are in the soap room. Otherwise it gives us inaccurate readings. Okay, let's see. I know I got black cumin here somewhere. There it is. And so the other part of the prize was 1 ounce of black cumin essential oil, which is known as the most healing herb of the planet. I just recently got complaints because they felt that I was making health claims on my website about black cumin. And, but as everybody knows, I am working with the FDA. Meggers, would you mind? Thank you very much. I'm working with the FDA out of Huntsville office to try to get my website right and my labels, and I'm very tickled about that, getting everything perfect. And so I'm working with the local office of the FDA inspectors in Huntsville, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to get everything perfect on there. But even so, I looked over the page. I don't see any of the keywords that are not supposed to be used, so I think I'm good on that one. But in any case, I believe that black cumin is the most healing herb on the planet, and I think that black cumin builds the immune system, and I'm really in love with it. So I put a drop of it in my tea, and I'm not telling you to do that. This doesn't, Essential Depots does not say it's edible. But a black cumin is derived from an edible plant, so it's up to you, your personal choice. But I put a drop of it in my tea 4 to 5 days a week, and my kids have gotten repeatedly sick with like flus and viruses, and I've not got it, or I should say my grandkids, and we live next door, and I help tend to them when they're sick. But I still, because the air conditioner was on and it got cold outside and we should have had the heat on, and I was breathing in really, really cold air at night sleeping, I still got my sinuses still got messed up. But all I did was get a little bit of a drainage thing, just a little bit, and a sinus thing. But other than that, it didn't go to my lungs. I didn't get a really bad cold. I didn't get strep. I mean, the least little thing, and my sinuses get out of whack, and I get a severe cold. My sinuses get seriously messed up. I get it, bad congestion, bad cough. It always goes to my chest. So, I'm in love with black cumin. And so this is our prize for this week off of the Facebook chat page. The link will be in the description. It's also on my About page on my main channel. But it is Facebook / or /1 groups / or / essential soap. And so this is this week's winner's prize. So that is all packaged up there, and I'm going to put that for shipping. Okay, so now, and I'm going to write black cumin on that and stick a label on it. But I'm giving it away, not selling it, or I don't think it would be appropriate to package it out of Essential Depot packaging and, resale. Okay, but I'm giving it away as a prize. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how much money I saved by buying the 1 kilogram. And 1 kilogram is pretty much Greek to me. Couldn't tell you what that is, except for it's this much. But when I got it into ounces, then it come back into English. And for each kilogram, we got 9 4-ounce bottles, and most of them filled absolutely to the rim. And I think there's a little bit of safety measures that should be taken. I think when you're decanting, you should wear gloves and a safety mask for the fumes, especially if you are doing one like cassia or cinnamon or, pennyroyal. Oh, if I was decanting pennyroyal, I'd have on one of those Darth Vader masks, okay? So I wouldn't decant pennyroyal for the world. It's not worth it. And, rosemary is pretty benign, but citronella made me a little lightheaded. And there was a lady that reported on my chat page that when she got a box of essential oils in, and there was just a little bitty tiny leak in one of her essential oils, and it made her sick smelling it while she slept at night. that's hard for me to, that little bitty tiny leak, in a box somewhere in the house, and the box wasn't even opened, that could make her nauseous. But then she could be allergic to that essential oil, and she didn't think that she had any, really aggressive essential oils in that box. So, but I decanted citronella, cedarwood, rosemary, black cumin, lavender, and tea tree with no ill effects, except for I think the citronella made me a little lightheaded. Now, if you were going to be doing patchouli, I think you need to be prepared for the fact that patchouli is a euphoric, and you don't need to drive a car maybe after you've decanted patchouli, and you definitely need your mask, because patchouli is a euphoric, and patchouli is going to make you giggle, and if you're breathing a lot of it, decanting it and really, get the absorption, with non-gloved fingers, and you're breathing it, you might find yourself on the couch staring at the wall across from you for no apparent reason, but you might not. But you might, so wear you some protection with certain ones. Read about them, before you decant, and whatnot. But as I said, I'm very tolerant to essential oils, so I've got peppermint left to do. I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to wear my gloves, because we should not take these essential oils at full strength and majorly absorb them into the skin of our hands. So I wanted to show you how we did it, and Megar's helped me, but she is currently making soap over there, and I am a thrifty girl, and so I save my essential oil bottles. I don't throw away any amber glass. Amber glass bottles, in my opinion, are expensive, and one of these days I may decide that I want to sell something in these. And so I have, I'm getting products in all the time. So we have some tall, skinny boxes. I don't know what comes in that, but in any case, we just slowly fill them, and then I have a storage room, storage building, where once I fill one, it goes. But in any case, but if you do not have a clean, if you do not have a clean amber glass bottle, then please, with gloves on, soak these, remove your labels, or yeah, put them in the dishwasher and wash them. Okay. Because you don't want to put your peppermint in an old rosemary bottle. Oh! Hey, Michael, would you go get me a glass of ice water? It's getting hot in here from the crock pots. And as I said, I messed up my sinuses. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to open. Okay, so now, I personally detest these bottles because they're just hard for me. I'm just not good at stuff like this. But it's not smart to try to ship this much. There's my water. Hang on, guys. Alright, okay. Okay, so it's not smart to ship larger than 16 ounces in a glass container. And some companies don't even do the 16 ounces. And Essential Depot is very smart, because this is lightweight, helps you with your shipping fees, and it is, get me a paper towel out of the kitchen, Michael, please. And it is also coated to where they can stay in this bottle and they don't have to be decanted. Some companies, it has some kind of resin in there that the essential oils will eventually eat, And so it will change the scent, and eventually I guess it would even come through the aluminum. So essential oils are corrosive. So anyway, so I take, and oh, I'm going to get y'all closer. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got you a close-up. Cleared my sinuses. Sorry about that, guys. And I got me a fan running on me. So you pop this little thing, and then you cut right here. And then I find that if you, it went, but I probably already popped it. But if you pop that loose, then these things come off real easy. And then it's easy to do the unscrewing. And then for extra safety, and this is where I'm going to put my gloves on, they, when it comes to leakages, because, you know, UPS can beat these boxes up, and, I mean, they do their best, but it's hard to ship liquids UPS. So they try to do everything possible to prevent any kind of spillage. And so they've also put some tape on here to try to keep this cap down. And let's see about getting that off. Okay. Alright, and then I have the same problem with these darn things. I hate them. But I've come to a agreement with the little boogers. And so what I do, let me get this where I can show you and not be in the way. What I do is I get this blade, and I like this because it's scissors. It's harder for me to cut myself, not like a sharp knife blade. And I get up underneath there, and then I work my way down. And sometimes I can get it out in just one felt swoop. Aha! There we go. That's how I get it out. And then take that out. Okay, I had a piece of tape stuck to my glove. I couldn't do nothing about it because I had my gloves on. Anyway, so you get your lids off of your old bottles or your freshly cleaned bottles, and then put new labels on there. You can use masking tape and a Sharpie and whatnot. And it takes 9 of them. I've got 2 more somewhere. I gotta dig them up. And then you want a the thing I asked you to clean. I gotta use that funnel. You can see if the bigger funnel, you can hand me the bigger funnel. She's busy over there making soap, guys, and I'm having her help me do things at the same time. Let's see. Yes, it'll fit. Okay. Alright, so we need a funnel. I really recommend the smallest. Woo! I jump like crazy. Okay, so anyway, I recommend the smallest funnel possible so you lose as little as possible in your funnel. Okay, so anyway, and then this whole white thing, let me see. Hang on a minute, let me get you up here. Okay, this whole white thing, when it's coming out, it'll drizzle back, run back as they say. So I like to make sure I've got that over the edge. And you just do a little bit at a time. And it does mean filling it up pretty much to the rim for it to only take 9 of the 4-ounce bottles. And so then put your lid on. And if it is already got the peppermint label on it because you're a Essential Depot addict and you also like super conservative like me, and so you've saved all your bottles, well, you're scot-free. Your work is over. But if you've had to clean bottles or buy bottles, then you got to label them because you can't trust yourself to remember later. Okay, so now that's how easy it is to decant it into something that will fit on your shelves. Now, I had this old citronella bottle from another company. When I first started doing citronella, I don't think Essential Depot carried citronella, so I tried it from another place. And now I use Essential Depot's citronella. In any case, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3/4 on a 16-ounce bottle. And let's see, that's 4, let's see, here's 9. 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, so you're going to get almost 2 16-ounce bottles with the 1 kilogram, because that's 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, you are getting, yeah, that's right. No, 4 of those, 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, so you are getting 2 16-ounce bottles plus 1 4-ounce bottle with these, because I got 9 bottles, 9 4-ounce bottles completely full to the rim with every one of these. So it could be that it would, with you having 2 16-ounce bottles, you might actually have more than 4 ounces, 2 16-ounce bottles and 1 4-ounce bottle. It might be slightly more, because I think the 16-ounce mark, like, it's supposed to stop down here somewhere, but I filled these up all the way to the rim, so there's probably an extra ounce amongst them. So anyway, now remember, keep your lids on tight, and if you want to use directly out of these containers, I highly recommend that you pour it up, maybe, hang on, I got these at Walmart. They're totally cool. I haven't tested them yet, but it's got 4 tablespoons and 1/4 ounce and 2 ounces, but this is fluid ounces, not scaled ounces, and 60 milliliters. And so you could pour it up into that and then pour into your tablespoon measurer. But these are hard to deal with trying to measure by tablespoon, because it drizzles back and it's hard to not spill. But very, very easy to work with out of these bottles. So I highly recommend decanting. Now, let's see how much money we saved. So hang on, guys. I'll bring you right back. Recording again. Oh, and yeah. Okay, so we've decanted. Now let's find out how much money we saved. I bought 1 kilogram of black cumin, cedarwood, citronella, lavender, peppermint, rosemary, and tea tree. Okay, now I'm not going to factor in shipping, because I think they ship by weight, so I think it would be close to the same thing. So what we're going to talk about, though, is we're just going to talk about how much money we saved on actual product. And I'll let you do the math on the shipping. Okay, so like if you put 9 lavenders, oh, I can't help myself, now I gotta do it. So we'll do that in a minute. Okay, so on the lavender, oh, I gotta get my calculator out. And calculator. Okay, so on the lavender, it costs $54.54 to get 1 kilogram off of Essential Depot's website. And for a 13-ounce bottle, it costs $10.91. And so I got that for $6.06 per 4-ounce bottle that I decanted. And so let's see how much money I saved. Let's see. $10.91 minus $6.06 equals $4.85 is what I saved on each bottle, each 4-ounce bottle. And I got 9 per bottle, so if I times it by 9, it equals, I saved $43.65. I spent $54.54, but I saved $43.65. Yay, Essential Depot. I mean, they really, I just love them. I love the way they're strict on what they buy. I love the way that they care about what's on their site, and I love about the quality. Like, I bought coconut oil from other places, and I bought coconut oil from them. Best coconut oil I've ever used. Totally better quality. Totally worked better. So I love all those factors, but they also care about your budget, in my opinion. And so I saved, not I paid, I saved. If I had bought 9 bottles from their website, which is better prices than I found, okay, anyway, by buying the kilogram, I saved $43.65. I'm sorry, I love a bargain. Okay, so let's clear that out. On the cedarwood, I paid $4.05 for each bottle of cedarwood that I decanted into the 4-ounce bottles. And if I take the $4.05, no, I put 50 cents, hang on, and 5 cents that I saved, and times that by 9, I saved $36.45 because I bought in the aluminum container, which we've already got put away. It goes into the scraps for taking to the scrapyard because we're economical. Okay, so anyway, can't throw away good money, right? Okay, all right, so on the tea tree, I saved $8. No, I paid. Hang on. Have I got that right? No, I didn't do that right. Hang on. Yeah, I did it right on that one, but I think. Let's make sure. On the cedarwood, I would have paid $7.31. Meggers did this for me. Minus the $4.05 equals. Okay, I saved $3.26 on the cedarwood times 9 equals. I saved $29.34. And I am so into that, guys. Okay, on the tea tree, okay, alright, I paid $8.07 for each 4-ounce bottle that I decanted of tea tree. And it would have costed me $11.55 per 4-ounce bottle. And so if I paid, so $11.55, no, yeah, minus $8.07 equals, I saved $3.43 per container times 9. I saved $31.32. Okay. Alright, and then on the citronella, it's $29.69, and that is such a good price for a kilogram. And it's normally $5.94 per 4-ounce bottle, but I paid $3.29 per container. And so, if I take the $5.94 and divide the $3.29, minus it away from it, I save $2.65 per 4-ounce container, so times 9 equals, I save $23.85. I'm telling you, this is cool. Okay. Alright. On the black cumin, and they have the cheapest price for black cumin anywhere on the internet, in my opinion. It was $52.06. And right now, these prices are actually their sale prices. They're running a sale at the moment. It was $52.06. And this is how I did it. Per kilogram, I divided that by 9, and that equals $5.78. Okay. So then I would have paid $13.39. This is going to be a good one. So $13.39 minus $5.78 equals I saved $7.61 per container that I decanted. And if you times that by 9, it equals that I saved $68.49. I am so in heaven, okay? So, here's another one. Now, peppermint really went up. I called them and asked them about it, and they said it was because the suppliers was low, and so it was supply and demand. And so, right now, 1 kilogram is $124.12. And I really needed to save some money on peppermint. I use it like crazy. And a 4-ounce bottle is $39.73, which is absolutely outrageous. So I saved $13, but I paid, when I got it at $124, I actually paid $13.79 per bottle, okay, that I decanted. So, if you take, now this one's going to be really good, $39.73, and you minus $13.79 and hit equals, I actually saved per 4-ounce bottle of peppermint, I saved $25.94. And then if you times that by 9, I saved $233.46 by buying the giant peppermint. By buying it in this size container, because I still had a little peppermint left in the bottle. And so, $233 is still in my pocket because I bought the big one. Okay. Alright, so, and then the last one is the rosemary. Let's clear that out. It is $49.57 to buy the big one, the big 1 kilogram, and $9.91 to buy the little 4-ounce bottle of rosemary. Okay. And I only paid $5.50 per 4-ounce bottle I decanted. And if I take $5, if I paid $9.91 and I minus what I paid, which was $5.50, and then that's $4.41, so that's how much money I saved per bottle, and I times that by 9, I saved $39.69. So I'm just telling you guys, I mean, I don't know, you may be like me and wish that Essential Depot also sold a 16-ounce glass amber bottle, but they feel like that they're saving you so much money. I think with these bottles, why bother? Because you can save so much money buying it in the 4-ounce, in the 1 kilogram. But I still would like to have a 16-ounce, be able to buy a 16-ounce bottle. Look, it fits in my shelves and everything. So I'm so for getting a 16-ounce bottle. But until we get them, look how much money you have saved. You have saved megabucks. Now, so we're going to put these up. Now, I also bought, I was like in an essential oil, like major spree. I think I bought a big thing of coconut oil. I bought all these essential oils, and I bought a big thing of lye. I bought the food grade lye, like they use for making hominy and pretzels. And I don't care who you're talking to, when you're selling your soap and you're able to say, I'm using food grade lye, the kind that they make pretzels and hominy out of. We don't use technical grade like they use for making Drano. That right there makes everybody look at you like, okay, now tell me about this soap. This is better for me soap. This is not technical grade soap. This is benign lye that you can use to make food. And so I'm so for buying Essential Depot's food grade lye. But I bought 32 pounds of that, so I spent a lot of money. And but you know, if you with their shipping charges are always better if you buy a big bunch. But I also bought, because I only have one soap that I use clove in. I bought a 4-ounce bottle of clove. Where does that go? It goes right there. And I bought a 4-ounce bottle of camphor. And I used 2 tablespoons in a double batch of soap, which is like 72 ounces, I think, of oil. And that's safe, but you need to put a warning on your soap products that you use camphor in, that there is a risk of seizure. For people who are high risk for seizures or have seizures, they're not supposed to use this. Or epilepsy. Isn't that seizure? Yeah, that's the same thing. Okay, so in any case, where do I keep the camphor? Oh, there it is. Okay. And I bought another Lavadin. I use this also in my sinus soap. I use the camphor in my sinus soap. So I've got my Lavadin. And I bought 2 Cassias. You stick your nose to this stuff and it burns. I think it's derived from some type of cinnamon. I could be wrong, but it's sort of, it acts like a mint family. But you have to be really cautious with cassia too. Like 1 tablespoon in a single batch, total max, okay? Because it has, people can break out in a rash with that. Oh Lord, I've just totally run out of a place to put cassia. Okay, and then I still got to put all this peppermint up somewhere. Okay, and then I bought a cinnamon. I only use this in my wart kicker soap. And this time I've added nutmeg. And if you watch my last haul video, sweet, where have I hid it from myself? There it is. I bought some nutmeg last time. And when I smelt it, I was like, it just smells sort of green. I mean, you know. But when I put it in my wart kicker soap, it totally changed my wart kicker soap forever. And now, everybody loves it. So, before it was what you might call an acquired taste. But now, everybody loves it. Okay, and I got like, they were out of lemongrass in the big 1 kilogram. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. I use tons of lemongrass. And lemongrass is a natural skin toner. So please, I've got essential oils on my hands from doing something. Maybe one of my bottles was leaking that I opened, or I picked it up off the counter, sorry. Anyway, so where does the lemon, there's where the lemongrass goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Got the lemongrass in there. Okay, and I got me 2 eucalyptuses. I love their eucalyptus, by the way. It's awesome. And that is also, oh, look at there. I'm just like totally full of essential oils. There we go. Okay, I totally like completely filled my memory card up. So, where was I at, Meggers? Eucalyptus. Oh yeah! Okay, I put my eucalyptus up. I used that in my sinus soap. And I had 1 leak this time. That's a real rare thing. It happens because the UPS people are really aggressive. And if that happens to you, if you will call Essential Depot, oh, give me an empty bottle, Megan. If you'll call Essential Depot and tell them that you had a small leak, they will hook you up. And this is how they do it. They will give you the weight of an empty bottle. Okay, and I'm going to tear that out. Okay, and then you put this on there. And see, I've got 39.9, so I lost less than a tenth in this. So, I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, you see how much has leaked here, but all I lost, well, I'm sorry, this time it says 4 ounces. So, let's try it again. Yeah, 4 ounces. So let's get the other. Where's the other scale at, Meg?
Oh, that's right.
There we go. Let's get this other scale out here. Let's do the same thing, because I've been fussing at that one about if it's not sitting in a perfectly level spot. So let's get my empty bottle. And I've teared that out. And now I'm going to put my full bottle, my leaky bottle, 4 ounces. So I lost so little, or they are overcompensating slightly, to where I didn't actually lose anything I actually paid for. So if that happens to you, fret not. If you don't have an empty bottle on hand, here you go, Megan. They will tell you exactly how much that bottle should weigh empty, with the lid and the label. And then you can weigh yours and subtract it and see if you've lost something. And if you've lost something, they're going to hook you up with a credit or a refund or whatever they do. Right then and there, no problems. But it happens because UPS is mean and they're aggressive, and no matter how hard, it's just really, really hard, you know, to keep liquid in a glass bottle with a plastic cap 100% of the time. So fret not if this happens to you. Oh, I love that. Ooh, ginger grass. Ginger grass is absolute heaven. Okay, and there's another ginger grass. And I black it. Okay, and then here I got 2 Palmarosa. I so love Palmarosa. Palmarosa is extremely moisturizing to the skin too. And I'm telling you, I have overfilled everything. There we go. I'm going to have to clean out the cupboard over there. I keep stuffing stuff over there in the corner, but I'm going to have to clean it out. Oh, and lime. I have fell in love with lime. I love lime in men's soaps, that little extra kick in the background. But lime, tangerine, orange, bergamot, petitgrain, they are citruses. If you use them heavily in your soaps, I highly recommend that you sell those for oily skinned people, because you know, your grandmother or your mother, one, used to take a lemon and put her fingernails down in the lemon and do this to whiten her lemons. I mean, to whiten her lemons, to whiten her fingernails. When I was a kid, I loved lemons so much that the dentist made me quit eating them, because I was taking the protective layer coating off my teeth. So think cleanser when you think lime, lemon, tangerine, orange. It's a citrus. So if you're using citrus-based essential oils, you must keep them to a limit, or you must think oily skin for that soap bar. Okay? Alright, so let's poke our lime up. I'm so in love with lime lately. Alright, so we're going to poke all this peppermint up in a minute. And I want to talk to you about argan oil. I first, what did I do with my big bottle of argan oil? Did we poke it down here? Okay. Let's see. There it is. I bought me a big bottle of argan oil, and I haven't opened it yet, but first I bought this sample. And I thought that I would use it making lotion at least once before I bought the big one. But I loved it so much. Here, come here, Makers.
Horrible.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that. Just put your hands in. Okay. Okay, rub that into your hands, arms, whatever it will do enough for. This is kin to the shea butter, and if you don't want it in the camera, you better step back a bit. It's kin to shea butter. It has an oily feel to it, where shea butter really, I don't know, maybe it does, but I would think that you would want to limit it to just a few ounces in your lotions and things. But oh my gosh, does it feel awesome. Now,
it feels like that bath spray stuff you spray when you get out of the shower, the oils.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like to me.
Feels like a bath spray. And look, it's just, and that was just a few drops. And it spread everywhere, and it is soaking completely up. So I thought we would read about argan oil. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Argan. I was calling it Afghan oil for a while. I'm dyslexic. The R didn't belong there. It wasn't there. I didn't see it. Okay, so I'm going to take a pause. Megan's going to hit the off button. And I'm going to get the computer set up. And we're going to read about argan oil, if I pronounced it right, and how great it is for your skin and what it can do for your homemade products. Okay, everybody. I got me a page, about.com. And we are talking about argan oil. And by the way, I was in the Briars yesterday. My skin feels so awesome. How does your skin feel?
Feels really good.
Yes. I mean, it feels awesome, completely soaked up, no greasy residue. Love this stuff. It's expensive. If you're going to buy it, I highly recommend that you get the kilogram because you can save some money compared to these little 2-ounce bottles. And we'll have to look. Okay, so this I'm going to read and try to be loud because I got a fan going. And let's see what we got. Argan oil is pressed from the nut of the fruit of the argan tree. I know I may not be pronouncing it right, guys. Which is only found in Morocco. The argan tree lives to be about 150 to 200 years old and does not start producing the fruit until it is 30 to 50 years old. Because the tree is found only in a limited area, the oil itself is quite rare. What do goats have to do with it? No, it's not what love has to do with it. It's what goats have to do with it. Okay, Moroccan mountain goats called the Tamra, T-A-M-R-I goat, eats the fruit of the argan tree. The goats literally climb the tree to get the nut. Okay, the goats literally climb the tree to get the nut, sometimes 10 or more at a time in one tree. For a tree that only grows to be about 35 feet tall, that's a lot of goats. Okay. Sorry about. Oh, now there's this one. Take that away. Sorry. Okay. So, the argan oil producers would take the droppings from the goats, which have the seed completely undigested, and use that to produce the argan oil. So, just so you know, the seed that this oil came from used to be in the intestines of a goat, possibly. Because they are taking a note here and saying that we are hearing that some argan oil producers are producing the oil without the help of goats. And I should have asked, got on the phone with Essential Depot and found out if they knew, because they're talking about eating this oil, using it in food. And if it's been through the digestive system of a goat, I don't know. It's my United States upbringing. I can handle if I was on Survivor eating weird things, but I don't know about eating something that's went through the digestive system of another animal, okay? Alright, so argan oil is as a food. Argan oil is nutty tasting oil that is good for sprinkling in salads, dipping bread in, and used in many dishes. Here are a few recipes that include argan oil, and and they list them. You could click on them. Okay, argan oil beauty benefits. Okay, we're about ready to declare argan oil as the best beauty ingredient. Period. We've been using argan oil for some time and have yet to be let down. Here are some easy ways to include argan oil in your beauty regimen. Hair. Argan oil is a great product to calm frizzy ends, add moisture to dry hair, as well as add a little shine. Apply to your hair while it is still damp for an all-over treatment or apply just to the dry ends after your hair is dry. And so now, in my opinion, like I have no frizzy ends at this point, but if I did, I would drop 1 drop, and the frizzier your hair is, the more drops you would use, like this. Do this right here, and then start right here, and do this. You don't want to get it up next to the scalp unless your frizzies go all the way up or you've damaged your hair with chemicals. But that right there is it. Is it shiny, guys? Okay. All right. So, and then the scalp. If you're dealing with dry scalp, apply some argan oil to a cotton ball and dab your scalp with the oil. If you do this before bed, you'll give the oil plenty of time to moisturize your scalp before you wash your hair in the morning. Alright, face. It might seem scary to apply a pure oil to your face, especially if you have finicky skin. But we have been doing just that, and our skin is completely turning around. It's smooth, clear, and radiant. All thanks to using argan oil as our daily morning moisturizer. So, I didn't put any face makeup on. I did put a little powder. But let's see what it feels like. Meg, you want to try that? Or have you got makeup on? You want to try? You want to test it and see what you think?
Okay.
You have totally different skin than I do.
If you want me to test it, I'll test it.
Okay. Do you have you when you get stopped with what you're doing and you know where she's pouring up essential oils. We're making soap, guys. Okay? Okay. But you don't have to do it on video. 1, 2. I don't know. Well, we'll see. No, just 1 for you. There we go. Now, and do that, and then just apply it, and let's see what it feels like. Well, mine feels oily.
Yeah, it feels really oily.
Okay, so do I look shiny? You look shiny, but not like oily shiny. You look like healthy glow shiny. So let's see how long it takes to soak up. I did actually 3 drops because I got your extra. So I'm a little extra shiny. And you got 1 drop. So let's see how long it takes. It is 3:37. Okay. All right. Body. You can use argan oil for a full body moisturizer. Apply just as you would a body lotion or cream. Apply the oil right after you get out of the shower for best moisturizing results. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's all that's on that one. So let's see what I paid for that. Argan oil. It's thinking about it, guys. Okay. Alright, they have a 2-ounce bottle, which is $4.96, and they have a 4-ounce bottle for $8.97, and then I got 1 kilogram, approximately 2.2 pounds. I wish it told how many ounces it was. Let's see if Google knows. Google knows everything. So, the sandalwood, great big bottle. And it's not been opened yet. You'll have to take the seal off. Okay, so the argan oil is, let's see, 2.2 kg in ounces, let's say. Okay. and 13 point ounces. So we're going to say 13 ounces. And so we're going to get the calculator out. It's 4 pounds, 13 ounces. So we're going to get the calculator out. Come on, Mr. Calculator. Come on, Mr. Calculator. There you go. And it is 4 pounds, so 4 times 16 equals 64 plus 13 equals 77 roughly ounces. Okay. And I paid $49.54 because I think it's on sale. So if I do, it's 77. So if I do 49.57 divided by 77 equals, I paid 64 cents an ounce and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So 64 cents an ounce, and for 2 ounces of it in this bottle, I paid $4.96. So I saved $3 for every 2 ounces buying it instead of here, but in here. So I highly recommend the big containers of argan oil. And I wish I knew if this argan oil was used with the goats, but I don't. So I'll recommend rubbing it on your skin, but not eating it, for my personal preference, until we find out how the Essential Depot supplier, goats or no goats. Okay, and I love goats, but I just don't know about eating something that's went through the digestive tract of a goat. What do you think?
No.
Yeah, Megan's with me on this one, guys. But I don't mind rubbing it on my face because the seed is whole, and they wash it, and then they crack it open, and get the goodness out of it. So I'm okay with that, rubbing it on my skin. Yeah, Megan is too, and she's very particular. Okay, all right, so Megan, let's see. Come here, let's look at you. Oh, total healthy glow. Doesn't feel to me, but now I've had it on my hands, so. I know, but what do you think? Okay. She says don't look at her except for skin. And look at that healthy glow. And it don't feel greasy to me. Does it feel greasy to you?
I got greasy hands.
I know. I got it on my hands too, so I can't really tell. I got to flip my shoe off, get my foot up here, and rub it on my face to see if I feel greasy. Because I don't know, but my hands don't feel greasy. They feel like it just soaked right in, and my face, and I did 3 drops. My face feels like it soaked right in. So argan oil is officially going in my lotion recipe. Okay? And I'm thinking of doing a liquid body moisturizer with argan oil and first press, cold press, extra virgin olive oil. So we'll see what I'm going to do next. Okay, so we saved some money with Essential Depot today. And I hope you'll go save some money with Essential Depot too. And I know sometimes shipping charges are high, but if you want to think about it, quality is worth it. And if you buy in these bulk sizes, you are so saving money, and it don't matter. But in any case, because like some people are in California, Washington State, they're in Florida, but the quality, Okay, so anyway, I can't say much. I live in Alabama. All right, so I want to thank everybody for watching today. Was there anything else I was supposed to do that I didn't do?
I think so.
I don't think I did either. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you're a soaper, please join my Facebook soaping page. Next week, do you know where I put the jasmine tea? Hang on, let me look for it. You're fine. Maybe it's over here, guys. Nope.
Was it in that bag in that place?
Aha! I found it. Okay. Next time, we are giving away an ounce of my Essential Depot jasmine with green tea, organic and natural. Okay. So, If you want some of that, join my Facebook soaping page. We're a band of soaping friends. We care about each other, and nobody talks down to nobody, and everybody is polite and friendly and cares about each other's feelings. And we give away stuff. And we're having a soap conference this August. If you want to come meet me, I would so love to have you there. And that is going to be at Fort Payne, Alabama. Well, it's actually like a few minutes up the mountain in Rainsville, because their hotel was like a Hilton, but like it was like priced like a day's inn. So anyway, you know me and saving money. So anyway, so if you'd like to come to the soap show and meet me and learn about soaps and things like that, come in August. If you go to my webpage, there's a link on the products for sale page. It says soap conference, and it's only $25, your conference fee. And then, or you can come to the Facebook chat page and look in the event section of the page. If I've ever helped you with your soaping or teaching you about products and whatnot, please, if you would be so kind, if you're going to purchase from Essential Depot anyway, if you would be so kind as to use my link. I really do appreciate it. It'll be in the description of the video. It's in the pinned post on the Facebook chat page. It is on my About page on my channel. And that's when you go to the main channel page and you go, there's like uploads and chatting or something and feeds and About. Click on About. And that's also how you can get to my webpage. And also up on the channel art, the big picture at the top. And whatnot. And I so appreciate you coming and watching my videos. And I know this was a long one. I hope you had fun. I know I did. Alright. Bye everybody.